We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. To maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of 6. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Geis. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Going deep for Eifert. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions. 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes. 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking left sideline. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On play action, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's third-year punter, J.K. Scott. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. It's taken to the 26. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Minshew. And able to find Conley. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
1st down.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Kevin King there.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
30-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
And the Jaguars.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 6-0 our score after 1. Got it inside the 10 at the 8. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Minshew sets to throw. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown.
Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 13. Packers nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own
the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2nd and 10. At the
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now he'll let it go deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score.
The extra point.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And out of the backfield gets in for the score. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Minshew. He'll check it down to Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Minshew quickly completing it out wide. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
6-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. With that last pass, he just went ahead of Warren Moon on the all-time NFL career passing yards list.
And that's Hall of Famer Warren Moon. A significant accomplishment to be able to pass that number Somewhere Warren is saying, but what if they added my Canada yardage? Right? My time in the Canadian Football League, that's 21,000 more yards that could be added to Warren's total.
In the NFL, he had 49,325, and now you're looking at a man that is very close to 50,000. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
By the Jaguars.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And that one will fall incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Jacksonville.
It'll be Minshew again. Connection made with Chenault. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for DJ Chark.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
9-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll go again to Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. The PAT good. It will draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Now After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Dumps it off for Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 on the play.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there, but I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league. Defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmts.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15 he goes. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now Jones. Broken tackle. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Packers 28, Jaguars 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. From the 38, Minshew off to Geis on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Geis. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Geis, the ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Westbrook now on the return. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle.
And trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there in second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Room here to run. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Jags grab it, continuing to fight for more. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, past the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Josh Lambo.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They'll go with Jones. It's a foot race. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Here's Minshew. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Minshew, 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Rodgers looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Joe Schobert in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves,